Hello viewers, welcome to your program Development Zone, where we celebrate achievers, unveil the core potential of our dear nation, and also celebrate those who have contributed immensely to the gain of our country. Today on the program, we'll be chatting with a seasoned businessman, a man who has affected capital territory positively with numerous of business and also numerous numbers of employees. What am I talking about? I'm talking in person of Dr. Salako Adewale. He's the chairman CEO, City Mart Group of Companies. Sit back, relax. I'll be right back.
City Mart's stores came as a result of myself trying to practicalize what I've done in the theoretical world. When I say theoretical world, I've been an accountant for more than 20 years now, and most of the time you see me preparing books for people, advising people on how to keep their books, forecasting for people, looking at their P&L, looking at their balance sheet, and giving the best of judgments on how to progress in their businesses. Also, being a tax practitioner, I've done a lot concerning tax planning for people, helping people to, plan their books in such a way that the minimum tax is being paid. And being a lawyer too, I found it like, I've done everything possible to secure people's businesses, in such a way that when it comes to litigations, I'm there. When it comes to arbitration, I'm there. The time came to, I asked myself, it's high time I practice what I preach. And I said to myself, if I can prepare for people, then let me do a litmus test of it. So that's why it's consistent coming about. It came about just like, a litmus test, just a flat in which you have a pharmacy and, a supermarket with just a staff strength of 11 or 12. But today, City Mart has over 1,000 staffs. When I look at the City Group on its own. So, like you said, what brought about City Mart is like what I've done doing for people. I started practicing myself because that is the only way I can tell people I'm not a theorist. What I'm telling you in the theoretical world, I'm practicing myself. It's easier for me now to even tell people, look, I'm doing this. This is how I'm able to achieve it. So most of my clients will believe in me because it's not about theory. It's something I've done myself. It's not about you telling somebody that, look, you forecast that, in the next 2 years you are going to make a profit of 10 million naira, 17 million naira. Not taking cognizance of so many factors. You see, there are tangible factors, there are intangible factors in businesses that, you can monetize and at the same time cannot monetize. You begin to look at so many factors as regard employee welfare. You are going to look at the cost, the sales. You understand? Like I always tell people, good employee can bring about, better future for a business. As in, if you have 1 million, good employee can turn into 1 billion for you. But if you have 1 billion naira, you have a bad employee, they will bring you back to zero. So the amount of human effort you need to consider in your books is not something you put in your balance sheet and say, motivations, you need to see as coordinations. How do you see it in your balance sheet? They're part of those things that goes a long way in the business. So you need to be able to practice it, to be there before you can tell people that, look, come and do it. When I believe in something or I believe in an idea, you see, I really want to give you the best of it. I want it to be unique. I want it to be different from what other does, because you realize that a competitor can come anytime and wipe you off. So each time you need to bring in models that will give you a competitive edge against anybody. You said like in Abuja, it's not in Abuja. I'm telling you, in the whole of Africa, City Mart store is a unique store. I will tell you why. You see, you can go to any big stores and you realize that you have every activity that City Mart is doing in that store. But the difference between City Mart and that is that only one person coordinates all the activities. I'm telling you now, okay, you have City Mart supermarket, City Mart pharmacy, City Bite restaurant, You have City Mart Shawarma, you have City Bakery, you have City Spa, you have City Fitness, you have City Print. So you see everything come under one umbrella, like a single person trying to coordinate it. But when you go to a contemporary store, you see that maybe the owner of the pharmacy is different from the owner of the supermarket. Someone else is doing is doing a shawarma separately. Someone else. So there is no integration. I mean, the harmonization of the whole process is what I'm trying to achieve, so that if there is a feedback, the feedback can come to me, and I can take a spontaneous action in order to make the corrections. So that is what makes it different. City Mart came alive in 2015, and I must tell you, it's going to be funny enough that I don't have an idea of retail business before I came into business. I've just been a lawyer, I've been a chartered accountant. Like I told you, I just tried looking at others, what people have been doing for people, what I've been trying to, train people about, and it's high time I should practicalize it myself. So that is why for me, I feel I should be able to, put the right in the right perspective. So, like now it's 9 years, but 9 years is like, to me, like a 50 years journey, because, you know, I've done a lot when it comes to taking risk in businesses, and you've been seeing the results. So to me, it's not about how far, it's about how well. You cannot look at just dollar as the only factor that affects your business, because you see there is always a ripple effect or the multiplier effect of a change in one policy or a change in one parameter in business, holistically in businesses. You understand? Just have to talk about the dollar exchange rate that is fluctuating every day. What happens to the electricity tariff that is being increased? What happens to the subsidy that is being increased? Definitely, you have to feel it as an employer of labor. How do you feel it? You as an employer of labor, you got to know that at the end of the day, there is a need for you to increase. Because the cost of production has increased, you have to increase the selling price. You see, you are operating in a market that is being regulated to some extent. You are not in just that general market. You go to Use market or go to Kubwa market, in which nobody can identify who this person is. Nobody. City Mart is a name, and if I decide to increase my price arbitrarily tomorrow, we see. You see what happened recently when one of the big stores in Abuja, was being harassed of increasing prices, and the regulatory authorities had to come in. But the fact just remains that, look, the man has bought it from one open market there, and he has to sell at a price that is being buying and you bought it from. But nobody tends to see that. But because you have got a big name, people are seeing that, look, you are increasing your price arbitrarily, you are taking advantage of people, not knowing the fact that a lot of factors, you are talking about the electricity target that has increased, you are talking about the exchange rate itself, you are talking about, the fact that, you have to generate water yourself, diesel, come on. A lot of factors are responsible, and now, employee has to demand for increase in salaries. You know what that means? That means, no matter how you can do it, there is a level to which you can increase your price. But for employees, there is a way that, naturally speaking, you have to increase their salaries. How do you do that? Or how are you going to avoid that? It's not possible. Employee are your voices anywhere you go to. Before you know, the news is out there that you are trying to just change the employee while you are making too much profit. So how do you do it? And you see, voice go further. It travel like air. So at the end of the day, you want to meet that. You want to meet cost of tariff in electricity that is just about to be increased. You want to meet up with the increase in the cost of things generally as a result of exchange rate. So a lot of factor goes on, and it's really affecting business as it's coming. I believe in the theory of comparative cost advantage. What I try doing is to concentrate on an area in which I have a comparative cost. You understand what I'm saying? For now, I just really want to focus on Abuja, which I feel, I'm not really exhausted. Trying to do many things at a time when you have not even, get the root of the business at the source. It's going to be like, you're wasting your time. So before you can even expand to that level, have you maximized what you have in Abuja? The market is so big that, you have not even, taking about up to 10-15% of it. So, like I said to you, I'm just trying to concentrate on where I have competitive advantage, because when it comes to market of this nature, it's a market in which information has to come to you. You might have to pay visit there sometimes and see what is going on. So the expansion will come as a result of growth in the business. which I feel we are experiencing anytime soon. But for now, I just want to maintain what I have within here and try to maximize it. So like now we have, we are in our branch and the third branch now, which is coming up in Lube. We've got the Sun City, um, we got the Guagalada. Even diversify our business into printing press. We have City Print and publishing, which is an aspect that gives everything we require as per printing. Of packaging materials, being our nylon for bread, our nylon for supermarket, the packaging bags, you talk about the shawarma bread. That is just a brand we have just moved into now, and which I feel, even though our competitors are people we are supplying for now. In as much I see that what the government is trying to do, because Rome was not built in a day. The issue of the issue of what is happening now is not about what is happening now. It has been an accumulation of what has happened in the past, and we can't blame anybody for it because we learn every day. A new government comes with new policy, and So for now, I believe even though what has happened now is within this first 6 months or 7 months, judging the present government might not be an idea. I'm not a good idea for me because when there is a change, changing parameters is going to have effect on people, and the parameters you are changing, if there are major factors, just consider the dollar now they are changing, and the exchange rate when you're saying a dollar, and you look at the tariff in electricity, you look at you look at the subsidy that is being removed. All these tends to affect what is going on in the economy. But the factors remain is that look, it might be on the interim, it might not make sense in the interim, in the sense that look, it's going to affect everybody. But see, no one thing, no pain, no gain. But it's just for the government. Now, my advice for the government is to, you don't put all parameters that can affect the economy at once, into target at once, because you need to reduce some while you increase some. Like you can't expect subsidy to be removed. You say electricity, increasing electricity in the tariff, and now you go again. You are now saying that the exchange rate is something you need to. Those parameters doesn't work together. The need for the government to try to soft pedal some of them in order to be able to have a balanced economic becomes very imperative. I'm Salako Adewale by name. I'm a chartered accountant by profession. I'm a lawyer by profession. I'm a chartered stockbroker. I'm a tax practitioner. I'm a forensic expert. And all now, I'm an industrialist now. It'll be a bridge between the two because, see, if you give too much to the business without the family, you are working because of the family. You are going to, in the long run, because you might be doing a damage to the family that even though 1 billion naira will not be able to do what, will not be able to repair. So you can still see most of the time. I still sit down with the children at home during the weekend. Me and my wife play Ludo. Me and the children still have to go out sometimes. And most of the time, if you come into City Mart in the evening, you see me playing table tennis. So those are things I do to unwind myself. Actually, like I told you, the only thing that is constant is a change. And if you need to get it right, you see, no pain, no gain. We are passing through what we are passing through now because at the end of the tunnel, there should be something positive. So I really want to believe now that look, we should be able to look around and give the government the support now. Yeah, it might not be easy. Like I know, I deal with a common man on the street. I know what it means, but I want to tell everybody that the developed countries have passed through these stages one way or the other before, and now you can see them being part of their country. So instead of we going on social media to condemn the country, make noise like this is the worst country, believe me, your country is already your country. If you like go out of your country, stay at the age of 60, 65. Your body will tell you need to be back home. So whatever it is, still believe in your home. Your home is your home.
City Print is an affiliate of the City Group. It has the core responsibility of printing and packaging as well as branding functions for the group. and since its incorporation, it's also been able to serve many businesses and fulfill their branding needs within the FCT and the North Central. The company was incorporated in 2021, but we fully began operations in June of 2022. Since inception, I can tell you for free that, when you have good products, you would be exposed to a wide market. And one of the things that spurred us to enter into the business was we saw a gap that could be filled, and we are doing our best to fill that gap in this economy. We have a very vast range of products. Our processing capabilities include packing bags for different businesses, so we're able to do the small, the large, and the extra large packing bags for multiple businesses. We're also able to do garbage bags. Those are those big garbage bags. We are also able to help with bread nylons, pure water nylons, and a vast range of printing needs we're able to fill. Chairman is an inspired enigma. He is a frontliner in the professional and business world. To thrive in business in present realities, you must be dogged and resilient. He is a dogged fighter and a go-getter. Those are one of the few adjectives that I will use to describe him at this point in time. We are a very, very visible company. Corporate headquarters is at plot 27, Idu Industrial Layout within the FCT. Our website is www.cityprintandpublishing.com, and from there you can find the drop down for our info and contact details.
Welcome back. We're ready for my guest in person of Dr. Salako Adewale, the Chairman CEO of City Group of Company. He has took our time to highlight to us all the activities City Group of Company are into, and also he has assured Nigerians that City Mart stores will continue to give out quality goods and services to Nigerians home and abroad. I also use the opportunity to advise and plead with others we should be patient with the government of the day, because they have a lot in stock to dish out to Nigerians. Till I come here again, I remain your host, Joseph Uzuakwan Bolijo. Bye for now.